Hey, welcome back to Sports Cards Analysis. I'm JT with another case break simulation. Today we got 2023 Topps Chrome Update Baseball. This is a huge release because for the first time ever, they've made this relevant with the Pro Debut patches. Here's an example of some of the cards you can expect. Decent checklist, lots of short prints, tons and tons of short prints, very short printed insert sets, and the MLB Debut patch. So, disclaimer, I'm going to give you a bunch of information, but hey, your money's your money. If you lose, you lose. If you win, you win. I don't get a cut of your winning, so you can't blame me when you don't win. That's just kind of how it works. This is gambling. This is breaking. You're gambling. Regardless of what breakers tell you, you're gambling. All right. So if you don't want to consider the value of the player on the card or the autograph or the rarity, and you want to just pay for the probability that you'll get a hit, case is about $800. If we distribute the cost of that case across every card equally, regardless of player, rarity, or hit type, this is kind of how you can look at it. The Guardians have about 23,000 cards. They have way more than that because the base is way higher than that. I just plugged in about a certain number for the base set because I didn't want my computer to crash when I run the simulation. Now I run 200 case breaks, but I'll get to that in a minute. So if you want to pay for the distribution of hits, just ensuring that you get an auto, don't pay above $45 because you're really the smartest way to play breaks is to pay for the probability and not for the value of the cards you think you're going to get, because you have no idea what you're going to get. So pay for probability, and that would be about $50 for the Guardians, and then the teams following after that. So there's the first page, there's the second page. Just screenshot this and read it on your own time. I want to make sure that I can get through this video rapidly so that you can enjoy your life and not be watching my videos. But I do appreciate you watching them. I just want you to enjoy your life, that's all. And if you want to pay for the probability that you're going to hit the most cards, and again, base should ship. If a breaker doesn't ship base, don't join that break. I don't think that's fair. This is Chrome. Chrome cards always have value. People collect them. They're very collectible cards. Braves have the highest probability of hitting the most cards. That's what this means. Pay about $40, you're paying for a good probability of a hit. So I'll go through a couple pages there, and you can take your screenshots and figure out how many total cards and the paying for probability you should get to give that breaker back a nice, chunk of change on profit and stuff. You might want to adjust that. So what about if we don't consider all cards to be equal in value and we do consider rarity and card type and player? Well, players, I assign a price for every card, including accounting for things like rarity, accounting for things like auto versus memorabilia versus variation versus parallel, blah, blah, blah. And then I run 200 case breaks. I simulate 200 case breaks with an algorithm that I built. I have the scale 1 through 5, high profit being 5, probably not selling or taking a loss at 1. And here's how those are distributed. Tons of 2s in here, tons of 2s. That just seems to be the trend lately, lots of 2s. And that's because there's a lot of rookies in Update. Update's always about rookies. And this is one of those rare occasions where the auto value is actually higher than the total checklist. And that's because typically in products, you see a lot of retired players, Hall of Famers and stuff. This one doesn't have that. So actually the auto checklist is higher in value than the rest of it. Now, over 200 cases, I hit the Angels and got about a $13 ROI. Again, this is across 200, so I take the total ROI and I divide it by 200. So you don't always get the best bang for your buck in Chrome Update. But again, this is across 200 cases. Let me show you a table. I'll just go through this real. This is just the order and the ROI, and this assumes. This is probably too low because that's not true. You'll get some parallels and some refractors and stuff, so it'll be higher. Let's look at what that actually is when they hit. And here's the real key here. Is the reason why this is so low, so it's $13, is because when the Angels autographs, they do provide good ROI. But they only hit, out of 200 cases, they only hit 32 times. That's the key here. This table is going to be the most valuable thing you ever see when you're buying into a break. This is going to tell you, the way you read this table is the hit type, the autograph, memorabilia, insert, parallel, whatever, and how many cases out of 200 that hit in. So, for example, if a card hits in 50 cases, that's 1/4 of the time. If it hits in 150 cases, that's 3/4 of the time. If it hits in 200, that means 100% of the time. Okay, so that's how we read this table. And I'll just show you an example. The Angels autographs hit 32 times out of 200, and my average ROI was 428. Super high ROI. Super high ROI, but very low probability of hitting. So let's just go through a few pages there, and we can see once this goes up. So in 200 cases, there was an Angels insert, and it actually did pretty good. That's because I will tell you there's a lot of low short print insert sets in here, and that's probably where a lot of that came from. I don't know why 200 of them had Angels, but there are a lot of insert cards, a lot of insert cards. All those like 1988 tops, parallels or whatever, update parallel insert sets, that's really what's hitting there. So you can see there's decent ROI here, but again, just these autographs just aren't hitting. There's so many. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. There's thousands of autographs in this set. So just look at this table, take your screenshots. I'll show you about 10 pages of this, and that'll tell you, okay, so now we start hitting more like Diamondbacks inserts in the 199 cases, but our ROI is super low. That's just on the inserts, by the way, not the full team. Okay, so there's page 7, page 8, page 9, and page 10. Hopefully that wasn't too fast for you to take screenshots. We'll go back to page 1. So that's how you read that. This table is so valuable. I hope that I'm explaining it correctly, because that's what's going to make you the most money. Let's look at the master checklist. Let's just see which players have the most cards in this set. Grayson Rodriguez. Now again, this number's off because I had to lower the amount of the base set print runs in order to not crash my computer when I run the simulations. But these numbers should be in order, even if the number's not right. The order is correct. So that's the order of cards per player. Let's just look at autographs. Who has the most autographs? Corbin Carroll actually has a lot. I've been seeing his auto pop up so much, and it's worth so many dollars. But he's actually kind of saturating the market. So let's just look at this by total cards by player. We'll go through like four or 5 pages there. By player, those are the players with the most cards in Topps update. So let's look at by team. Who has the most cards by team? It's these ones. That's 1 through 10. I won't even go through the rest of those. If you're looking for one of ones, this is a good product for that. There's 2,359 one of ones. And if you are looking for them, here's the teams you should try to buy if you're chasing one of ones. If you're one of those people who wants absolutely super rare cards, here's the teams, the top 10 teams with one of ones. Now, my simulation results. Here's a one case simulation. I'll just show you some of the autos, just so you know what to expect. There should be 6 per case. So we got, let's see, Miles Mastrobuoni, Drew Maggi. These are bad autos. Although there was a Mike Trout in there. Look at that. An 88 baseball autograph, Mike Trout, not numbered. But still, it's a freaking Mike Trout auto. So there you go. Miles Mastrobuoni is probably not worth anything. I'm a Cubs fan, and I watched him. Not a bad player, but who's paying for his auto? Anyway, so that's what you can expect. I mean, there's pretty much going to be like 5 bad and 1 good in each of these cases. So in that one case, here's the way that the teams played out in order from most to least. So there you go there. And then I didn't get any one of ones in the one case, but I got, let's see, how many one of ones is this for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 one of ones for 200 cases. So that's very, very not good. That's super low. That seems almost too low. But that's what it is. 13 one of ones. It says for 20 cases is actually 200. I just forgot to change that. It's 200. So here's the ROI by team for 20 cases. This is actually for 20 cases. So it's just one case per row here, and it's showing you which teams had the highest and lowest ROIs. You can use this to kind of see how things change case to case, which you're probably observing when you're in these breaks. This shows you that some teams consistently have high ROI, like the Angels, and some teams have consistently low ROI. But some teams will pop up, like the Mariners, with a high ROI there, and then they'll just go away forever. That's because sometimes you just get lucky. And in a product like Update, you're really basing a lot on luck, as you saw with how many cases. So for 200 cases, this is how the teams played out. This is not the master checklist. This is for 200 cases. This is the order of where I got the most cards in the breaks. So there you go there. And now one of ones, even though I only got 13, I got 2 Red Sox, 2 Giants, and the rest I got just one of them. And then for most teams, I got none of them. So that if you're chasing the one of ones, there's that. Now, if you're chasing autographs, here's the team that I got the most autographs from. It was the Guardians, then the Cubs, Cardinals, Marlins, Royals, Red Sox, Yankees. If you're chasing parallels, there's the order, top, 10 to 11. On parallels, here's the top 10 to 11 in inserts. But really, you're looking for autographs. These are the teams you want in order for 200 cases. Almost, just under half the time I got a Guardians card. So there you go. Well, actually, that's not half the time. That's just I got 81. Some cases produce multiple of the same team. That is 2023 Topps Chrome update. Hopefully, I explained everything good. If you need clarification, let me know. We can chit chat in the comments section. I'm JT, Sports Cards Analysis. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, do all that stuff. Bye.